It's the most wonderful time of the year. Or is it? Hello there, beautiful people, and season's greetings to you all. Yuletide joy, Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas. Running out of ways to say Happy Christmas. Anyways, Yuletide joy to you all. So welcome to today's episode, today's very festive episode of the Desa Diaries. Notice my stupid hat. Yep, so welcome to the Desa Diaries, Confessions of a Mad Fat Black Woman. And as you guys already know, my name is Desa, and as you can clearly see, I am a woman of colour, I am a larger lady, and I have, for want of a better word, issues with my mental health. I'm just going to take this hat off here because it's doing my head in. I can see that getting in my way. Messy hair. Anyways, so Christmas is right around the corner. Christmas is my favourite time of year. I'm so looking forward to it, especially how we had the year we've had, right guys? It's been absolutely fucking awful. Sorry for swearing, but it has been a pretty awful year for pretty much everyone, and Christmas feels like something that we can finally all look forward to, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, whether you're religious or not. I feel like December is my favourite time of year, A, because it's my birthday and Christmas and I get stuff, but B, because I feel like it's where really everyone comes together, reflects on their year, you know, everyone's, with their families, it all feels kind of warm, and everything's just, just feels like sort of like a warm, sort of fuzzy feeling inside, and everyone's just so much in a better mood. Well, that's normally how it is, really, isn't it? But this year, obviously, lockdown, corona, joy, 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 joy. But I just wanted to talk today about the other side of Christmas, and just give me 1 second. I'm just going to get my little stats here. I've got some stats. I did my homework today, guys. Did my homework. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about something that people don't really like to talk about around the Christmas period, because it's supposed to be really happy and stuff, but something that is a massive, massive thing. And it's depression around the Christmas period, and mainly, or the main thing actually, is suicide over the Christmas period, because it happens a lot. Now, when you're all tucking into, I don't want to be like a party people, but when you're all tucking in to your turkey, or whatever it is you eat, or when you're doing Christmas carols, opening presents and stuff, take a second to just kind of pause about the people that are not got anybody, or they feel that they don't have anybody. And actually this year, people that actually can't be with people, because at the moment, obviously, everything's a bit up in the air whilst I film this. Obviously, things might change when I stop filming this. I can't keep up with what's going on at the moment in the UK in terms of, lockdown, malarkey and stuff. But yeah, I just want to give you a couple of stats. They kind of shocked me. So let me just get them out here. So last year in England and Wales, there was a total of the whole year of 5,691 suicides. That's a big number. 5,691. So 5,691 people that felt there was no other option for them other than to end their own life. And that's 321 more than the year before. Now that's just like, I was going to say a normal year, but no year is normal, I guess. But that's without all this COVID lockdown, not seeing family, not being able to, go out, not being able to go to the gym, not being able to, do your regular routine, people losing their jobs and everything else. So that's without all that stuff, okay? Another statistic for yourself there. Suicides in female under 25 have increased by 93.8%. That's a massive, massive statistic. It's absolutely insane. I couldn't believe the amount of young women that have obviously, feel that there's no way out and such. And speaking as a young woman, I guess do I still fall into the young woman category? 29? Still falls into it, right? Just 29? Yeah. I'm going to say I'm young anyway, because I feel young. And you're as young as you feel, right, guys? Yeah. I know that sometimes, obviously, with depression and stuff, it can obviously feel as there is kind of no way out. And that's coming from somebody who has a massive, massive family, who loves them, and I'm surrounded by people constantly, and I can sometimes feel alone within that, which is a bit weird, because I'm never alone, and I know that I'm not. Like, logical brain me knows that I'm not, but for so many women to feel there's that way out is horrible. But it's not just women. Actually, the biggest in number of people that have suicide are men between the ages of 45 and 49. It's still the highest rate of suicide, and I don't know if that's whether to do, obviously I'm not a man, I'm kind of guessing things here, but I don't know if it's to do, like, obviously with not being, feeling that they can't provide, feeling that sort of having like a sort of midlife crisis, not really know where they're going with such and whatever. But I guarantee that everything that's going on at the moment is not going to kind of help with that sort of stuff. It's not just obviously England and Wales aren't obviously the only places within the UK. I did find some stuff about Scotland. It was a bit hard for me to find stuff about the Republic of Ireland as well, just because I don't know why it just was. There wasn't that much statistics or stuff around this. So Scotland, I'm just reading here for yourself there. People aged between 15 and 24, last year, their suicide rates increased by 52.7%, which is the highest it's been since 2007. Now, it's not as big as the 93.8%, but still 52.7% is a massive statistic. Sort of raise that sort of here. And I did read an article that came up last year where the charity Papyrus, I don't know if that's how you say it, it's spelled Papyrus, sent out a statement last year saying more than 30 young people could kill themselves over the Christmas period last year. Now that statistic compared to the other ones doesn't sound that high, but let's break it down. The Christmas period is really kind of 2 weeks, really, isn't it? It's kind of like the 23rd up until like the sort of like the 2nd of January, which is like really the Christmas kind of period sort of thing. So, or if you want to break it down to like the whole like sort of month of December or whatever. So break that down, that's 30 deaths that didn't need to happen over 2 to 4 weeks. So compared to the other ones, yes, that's not as high, but think about it that way, 30 needless deaths over 2 to 4 weeks. And that's a massive statistic. I'm going to give the statistic I always give, 1 in 4. 1 in 4, guys. 1 in 4 people will suffer with mental health at some point in their lives. And Christmas is, like I say, as much as I love Christmas, it is something I look forward to every single year, because for me, Christmas is about family. I'm not particularly religious. I'm very spiritual, but I'm not religious in any way at all. But I love spending time with my family. I love giving people gifts. I love being with people that I love and just soaking up that sort of energy and stuff. So imagine those people that don't have anybody this year. Imagine the people that can't be with anybody this year. I keep thinking of that John Lewis advert of, you know, the Man in the Moon, where the older gentleman on the moon, and obviously they try to come down for Christmas. That is how a lot of people are going to feel during lockdown and such. So it's just a kind of quick reminder. I don't really want to be a dampener on anybody's Christmas or anything, but like I say, it's going to be a tough time for everybody this year. And just remember, like, obviously, what Christmas is really about and such. And obviously, for people that are religious, obviously, it's obviously the birth of Jesus and but it's like with the messages that come with that, it's all about like family and love and being together. And like, you know, I've been a bit annoyed this year with the things that lockdown happened. Obviously, as you guys can see and such, like my eyebrows are fucking atrocious. I've not had my eyelashes done all year. My nails are starting to grow out, and managed to get them done for the first time forever, but that's fine. My hair's awful, like, with things I've got to deal with, that sort of thing. And even things to do with Christmas. The Christmas markets, one of my favourite part of Christmas, they were cancelled. Obviously, Manchester, they're massive, and they'll be cancelled this year. You know, seeing the lights and stuff. I was really looking forward to taking Oliver to see Father Christmas, and that was going to be really fun. This is obviously the first year that I've kind of got him for Christmas this year. We had him for Christmas Eve, so this is the first Christmas day we got with him, so I was really excited to have like a big day with him and such, and that sort of thing. But obviously, like, me and Simon, we work hard, and we have planned a lot. So we're quite lucky in the sense of, like, we've planned our money this year, and we have got everything sorted in terms of Christmas, so we're ready for it. And Oliver will still have a good day, and we'll still have a good day. But even if we didn't have those things, the point I'm making is that it's not about that. And just to check in on people that, you know, might not, you know, people that can't get home. We're obviously really worried at the moment that Simon's mum can't come down for Christmas. She's in Scotland, and we don't know what's going to happen there. I had a massive panic attack a couple of weeks ago because I was worried that I wouldn't be able to go see my gran, who lives alone, even though she's in our bubble. So I'm worried that might not be able to happen. So it's just, I guess, obviously, you can't really, sirens going past and sort of, sorry. So you can't really obviously control what happens. It's sort of can and can't control sort of thing. And I'm not going to tell people don't get anxious, don't get panicky attack, don't get depressed about it, don't get, because it's impossible to do so. I go absolutely mental around Christmas just because it's just a high sort of emotion for me anyway. Like I say, I just like everything to be perfect the way that I am. And like I say, Christmas is always big stakes for me because it's just one of my favourite times of year. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the tree, if you don't have the tree, you don't have the food, you don't have not like the food, like, because obviously we need food, but like the fancy food and the presents and my granny stuffing that I dream about for the entire year. If we don't have all these things, then what do we have left? We still have our families and stuff, and that's, if this year has taught us anything, I think it's obviously just to, you know, be happy with what we got and embrace what we've got, because we don't know what could happen. So again, don't want to be a damper on anyone's Christmas. It's just kind of a quick one, just to remind everybody to check in on your friends. You know, if, you know, for whatever reason you've got some friends that can't travel home, and for some things that, you know, lockdown breaks, whatever, and you but they still can't get back because travel's banned or whatever, or something happens, you know, invite people in. You know, if your neighbour, you know, that lives alone, they can't get to anybody, you know, like social distancing, like just say hello and stuff, just to sort of contact with people will mean the absolute world in this shitty time. Again, sorry for the swearing. I'm going to sign off now because, like I say, it's a lot to kind of digest. So yeah, I'm just going to sign off. Again, as I always say, you can feel free to message me about anything if you're struggling. Like, you know, just drop me a message. You know, like I say, it's a shit time at the moment, and like I say, with the festive period, stakes a lot higher. So please drop me a message if you just want to chat about anything. Feel free, in any way possible, DM me, Facebook me, whatever. Just, you know, get it out there, or message other people if you need to. But like I say, feel free to message me. But as I always say as well, I am not a professional. So I will leave numbers and contact details for people who can get you the help that you need. Because what works for me, works for me. It might not work for you. You know, mental health is personal to everybody else. And as much as sometimes you just need somebody to talk to, I'm happy to do that. I can't diagnose you or anything, so I'll always leave the numbers at the end of there. Again, guys, it may be cliche, but it's okay not to be okay. And yeah, just have a very Merry Christmas, and that's it, I guess. Fa la 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 la.